Hello, second graders. Welcome back. Today's day 4 of our Journeys lesson. We'll do some sounds with phonemic awareness, high frequency words review, vocabulary strategy review, and we'll also read a new text to make text-to-text comparisons or connections. Let's begin with our warm-up. Warm-up today is about syllables or word parts with a vowel sound. What we'll do, we'll say a word and clap at the same time to see how many syllables it has. Okay? First word is nap. Nap. That has one clap, so it has one syllable. Next word is kitchen. Let's try that. Kitchen. 2 claps or 2 syllables. Fish. Let's try it. Fish. 1 clap, 1 syllable. Try the next word. Pen. Did you get 1, 2? Good job. What about window? Is that one 1 or 2? Window. 2 claps or syllables. Last word is candy. Candy. If you got 2, you were absolutely right. Let's do our next activity. We are going to look at a strategy we can use when we get to a word that we don't know. Now, before we do that, let's review vowels and consonants. Vowels are A, E, I, O, U, and we're going to show them with a V. Consonants are all the other letters, and we're going to show those with a C. Back to this unknown word here. First thing we do is identify all the letters as vowels or consonants. So Z and G are consonants and Z and G again. I and A are vowels, so we show them as vowels. Now, if we have a word with 2 consonants next to each other, with 2 vowels around them, we break the word up between the 2 consonants. Here we have 2 syllables now, and each of these syllables have a CVC pattern. Knowing that tells us that the vowel sound is a short vowel sound because CVC words or syllables usually have the short vowel sound. So now we put all the things that we know together. We have zig, zag, which makes zigzag. Okay? Let's try this out with some other words. Here is another word here. First, we identify vowels or consonants. So N and P, K and the other N, they're all consonants. A and I are vowels. So here are the 2 consonants with 2 vowels next to them. So we break it off between the 2 consonants. Now we have our CVC syllables, short vowel sounds, right? Now we try and read the word. Napkin makes napkin. Good. Why don't you try the next 2 words? Okay? Figure out where do we break them up, what sounds they make, and what the word is. I'll give you a second. All right, let's try it out. This word here has 2 consonants surrounded by 2 vowels. That means we can split it off right here, right between the 2 consonants. Okay, now we look at this part, CVC, CVC, right? Short vowel sounds. So this is catnip, catnip. All right, for this one, where did you break it off? The C and the N, right? Those are the 2 consonants. So if we break them off here, here are the 2 consonants next to 2 vowels right here and here. We know that these are CVC, so now we read it. Short vowel sounds, don't forget. Picnic. This word is picnic. Good job. Let us continue with our day. We are going to look at our vocabulary strategy. Now, the vocabulary strategy is alphabetical order. Remember, that means when we put words in order by the first letter and we put them in A, B, C order, right? By the letters of the alphabet. Here are the things to remember. We can also call A, B, C order. We can look at all the letters of We can look at the first letter of all the words to see which word comes first. It helps to say the ABCs if we have to. If words have the same first letter, we look at the second letter. If words have the same second letter, we look at the third letter. So let's try this out again. Here we are, we have a list of words that we want to put in ABC order. Okay, so look at all these words here. Some of them are the vocabulary words, you notice? Okay, so looking at all of these words, which word comes first? Which one has a letter that comes first when you say the ABCs? If I'm saying it, A, B, C. Oh, C is the first letter, and I know we have a C word right here. So that means curly is first on our list. What is next? Okay, so C, D, E, F, right? That means floppy is our next word. I know G is next, so that one is fast. Grew is the next one. Which one comes next? Take a second to find it. Did you get row? Row is the next word because all the other words start with a letter after the letter R. Okay, so what is next? Did you get a tie? Yes, straight and stood both start with the letter S. Did you look at the second letter? It's a tie too. So let's look at the third one. Looking at the third letter, what comes next? Stood comes next because it has an O and straight has an R. So straight comes after. The next one is trash, right? Because after S comes T. And then we have the last one, which is Wade. Here are our words in ABC order. Good work. Okay, let's continue with our high frequency words. Today we're going to do the basketball bounce, okay? When we see a word, we're going to use the basketball bounce like this to spell it out and then shoot when we say the whole word. Let's try a few so you know what I mean. First word. Let's spell it. A-R-O-U-N-D. Around. Good. Next one. B-E-B. Awesome. Next. F-I-V-E. Five. H-E-L-P. Help. N-E-X-T. Next. O-R. Or. Let's make some three-pointer shots. Ready? P-U-L-L. Pull. T-A-K-E. Take. U-N-T-I-L. Until. Last one. W-A-L-K-E-D. Walked. Good job with the high frequency words. Okay, this is the text we're going to read today. It's called All in the Family. This is an informational text. It gives facts about a topic. This is about animals that live in the San Antonio Zoo. So come along with me. Let's read it together. Oh, we're also going to look at the headings and we're going to read the headings because headings are important. They tell us what the different parts of the selection is going to be about. Okay? All in the Family by Catherine Mackin. At the San Antonio Zoo, you can see many amazing animals. Some of these animals may have a family member living in your neighborhood. Different kinds of dogs. Bush dogs live in Central America and South America. They have straight brown fur. In the wild, they eat large rodents. Pet dogs come in all shapes and sizes. They may have floppy ears or curly hair. They eat food made for dogs. Pet dogs should wear collars. Cats of all sizes. Lions belong to the cat family. They can grow up to 8 feet long. Some have stood 4 feet tall. Lions hunt big animals in the wild. Most house cats do not weigh more than 15 pounds. They mostly eat special food for cats. However, some cats like to hunt for mice or birds. Large lizards. Komodo dragons are the largest lizards. They can grow to 10 feet long. Some have weighed 500 pounds. The saliva of a Komodo dragon is dangerous. You would not want to be drilled on by a Komodo dragon. Little lizards. Geckos belong to the lizard family. They are about 8 inches long. Adult geckos weigh about 1 to 2 ounces. Geckos eat insects. They can eat 10 crickets in a row. So we are going to compare and contrast Henry and Mudge with All in the Family. So I want you to pick one animal, and you're going to see how that animal is the same as and how it's different from Henry and Mudge. So remember we read about the bush dogs? Take a second to see how are the bush dogs different from Mudge? Mudge is a pet. So how are the bush dogs different and the same? We're going to use a Venn diagram to show here what's special or different about Mudge, what's special or different about the bush dogs, and here we're going to show how they are the same. Did you get your answers? Okay, if you picked bush dogs, let's compare. Mudge is a type of dog that can be a pet. Bush dogs are a type of dog that live in the wild. So that's how they're different. How are they the same? They're both a type of dog, and they both have straight fur. Okay. For those of you who are thinking about lions and house cats, take a second to take a look and see how are lions or house cats the same or different from Mudge. Ready to share some answers? Let's look at my diagram. So Mudge stood 3 feet tall, which is different from the lions. They stood 4 feet tall. Okay, so that's how they're different. They're the same because they're both animals and they both have fur. Good work if you came up with some of the same things that I did. Here, let's take a look at the cats. Mudge weighed 180 pounds, but the cats, they do not weigh more than 50 pounds. Who weighs more? Mudge, right? Mudge weighs a whole lot more. How are they the same? Well, they're both animals and they both have fur. Who's thinking about doing geckos or lizards, the Komodo dragon specifically? Take a second to look at the facts about geckos and the Komodo dragons, and then we'll compare and contrast it to Mudge. Let's share. So, Mudge has drool that is safe, but the Komodo dragons, they have drool that is dangerous. Remember it said you would not want to be drooled on by a Komodo dragon. How are they the same? Well, they're both still animals. Now let's take a look at the gecko. Mudge has fur and eats dog food. The geckos, they have no fur and they eat insects. That's how they're different. But they're both animals. That's how they're both the same. Thank you so much for learning with me today. I'll see you next time. Bye.